So, every year on FM, there is a list of Wonderkids, players under the age of 21, so no Mbappe this year. However, this year there are some interesting Wonderkids. Let's have a look who we think will be in the top 5 list this year. There are some interesting players, but there are some very good ones. People do tend to buy these at the start of the year, guys. These are my predictions, or my guesses, for the top 5 Wonderkids of FM21. Enjoy the video. Now, before we start the video, there is a giveaway for FM21. All you have to do, guys, is subscribe to the channel, and the description below, down below, there is my Twitter account, which is LonghurstLive, and a tweet. All you have to do is follow the account and retweet that tweet, subscribe on YouTube, and you have a chance of winning FM21 by launch. Good luck, guys. If you guys are looking to buy any retro or current football shirts, classicfootballshirts.com is the place to go. Use the link in the description below, and Longhurst at checkout for 10% off of your order. Classic Football Shirts stock over 300 new items per day, and is definitely the place to go for all your Classic Football Shirts needs. As you said in the intro, these are the top 5 Wonderkids. There are some honourable mentions. Obviously, if you're over 21 or 21, you cannot be a Wonderkid in FM. It's only 20 or below. That rules out Declan Rice, of course, and Mbappe, among many other players. But these are my top 5 lists. We're not really going in order. However, the best one, I think, will be left till last, which I guess you guys can probably guess who it's going to be. We're going to start off with Tonali. Now, we're going off FM20 stats. We're going to talk about what I think he could be next year. So he is 19 years old, so it'll be his final year as a Wonderkid, being 20 years old there. He is just very well-rounded. The thing we'll look at, though, with Tonali is he's moved to a big club in AC Milan. He's 20 years old, so his physicals will probably improve quite a bit in terms of being at a bigger club, getting more of a reputation, and also just being older. His strength and sort of physicals will increase a lot. He has already, even if he stays as he is still incredible. He's got great tackling for a 19-year-old. These are stats for 19-year-old guys. Great work rate, tackling, passing, marking, positioning is great, teamwork's great, technique is great. He can pretty much do anything on the ball. He can't really finish, but apart from that, he is just all-round. Mentals are absurd. 18 determination, 16 aggression. Now, I doubt they'll change how they sort of measure development. Normally, it's potential ability, determination, work rate, stuff like that. I'm not sure they'll change it much this year. If they do, this could be an interesting one. But we've got good determination there, good mentals overall. Centre mids can play holding mid or centre mid, can play advanced playmaker, DLP, ball winner. He's just pretty much a well-rounded midfielder, and he is very, very exciting to play with. Probably one of the best midfielders I've used this year. I've used him on one save, and Jesus Christ, he was incredible. Moving on to player number 2, we have got Ansu Fati of Barcelona now. A couple of days ago of recording this, he has just scored 2 goals for Barca. So if he keeps on picking up that form, FM could make him even better than he is now. But he's 16 years old, he'll be 17 by the time the game comes out. His pace is ridiculously frightening. Once again, as a youngster, he's 16 years old with 15 and 16 pace, which is incredible. His strength and stamina probably go up with age, so he could be in double figures this year to start with. His work rate is pretty low. That could change, but I doubt it. But we're looking at stuff like determination, off the ball, technique is incredible, dribbling 16 at the age of 16 years old. If you have a 17-year-old with 16 plus stats, you could definitely get them in the 20 range by the time they're in their prime. He's absolutely absurd already this year. You can buy him on this game for £146 million at 16 years old, which is ridiculous, but he's definitely worth it. He is absolutely incredible this year. I'm hoping he keeps it up next year. But with that finishing at 13, at 16 years old, 11 composure, if you can get his mentals up, he lacks a bit of leadership, lacks a bit of concentration, aggression, work rate. If you can get the mental side up, which improves with age, so hence why next year he'll be a lot better, then he'll be an absolutely incredible player. His traits this year are really good. He's obviously playing for Barcelona, a world-class side. Could be quite tough to get him, though. His release clause is very expensive. But once again, he is going to be very, very exciting this year. And one to look out for the Wonderkid list. Next up, we have another 16-year-old, will be 17 for FM21. We have Eduardo Camavinga, plays for Stade Rennes in France. Incredible player. He's done really well this year in real life and the end of last season as well. His mentals are 11 plus for everything. He's a centre mid. 11 plus mentals for literally everything. You're looking at when you're 17 years old next year, they could be all 12 plus. These could all raise by 1 for all we know. Physicals already at 16 years old. He's got 14 stamina, 14 natural fitness, great agility, balance, acceleration and pace. Strength lacks a bit, but he's 16 years old. He's basically a kid playing amongst men. So next year, if that gets double figures, you look at double figures in all mentals and physicals next year for a centre mid 17-year-old. That is pretty much unheard of in terms of Wonderkids. I mean, he's absolutely incredible. He's more a defensive player, obviously. Hasn't got great sort of on-the-ball traits like finishing or crossing. But technique is still incredible. Tackling is still good. Marking is still good. Passing is great as well. Has good vision. Once again, he's more defensive-minded with 14 tackling and 14 positioning. Definitely a DLP or a ball winner. He could play box to box, has got good dribbling for it. But I have to see what happens next year. These are just my predictions, by the way, guys. These are my predictions. These may not be amazing next year. I assume they will be. The players I've researched have kind of had a good season or are looking to improve their careers. But he hasn't... Has he got a release clause? He hasn't got a release clause. He does tend to cost in this year. So let's have a look at just a basic offer here. This year, he'll cost you 100 mil, but he won't cost anywhere near that. He's not going to cost you 100 mil on this save. He will just be about... He's normally around 50, 60, I think. For a 16-year-old, is pretty incredible, I've got to say. But this year, I'm looking forward to using him. I will buy him straight away to see how he does. I will make a WonderKid video for FM21 when it comes out and compare how I predicted to how it actually happens. But yeah, 6 foot as well at 16 years old, 17. Not sure if he's grown in real life. He might be 6'1", 6'2" by now. We never know. But he is very, very exciting and looking forward to him using him a lot. Now on to possibly one of my favourite WonderKids. This is the second from last player. However, this year I've used him so much and I love him so much. He's absolutely incredible this year. He's actually, you may not say it, but he is just all-round incredible. And next year, when he's 19 years old, and a great season in real life, Alfonso Davies, we're looking at possibly an even better defender than he is this year. He's naturally a left-back. He has 8 marking, 9 positioning, and 10 tackling, which kind of doesn't do him justice in real life. I think if they hit sort of 10s or 11s to start with, he'll become one of the best wing-backs or full-backs in the game. However, I tend to use him as a winger. Reason being, his pace is incredible, his dribbling is great, his finishing is good, his crossing is great, his technique is good. He's just absolutely absurd. And he scores goals for fun this game. If he's the same as he is next year, 19 years old, bit of improvement in his mentals, I think his technicals will go up massively. He will skyrocket. He will probably be one of the most expensive WonderKids behind Mbappe, who's not a WonderKid but is technically. He will be absolutely absurd. His attributes, his passing, his technique, his dribbling, his finishing, I think his pace will go up as well. He will get a massive boost this year, I can guarantee you that. Defensively, he'll need to work, but he will definitely get improvements on that. He's a left-back as well for Bayern Munich. But he's my most exciting player. He's not the final one for this list, but he's my most exciting one. I think he'll be absolutely absurd this year. If he's not, I'll be disappointed in Sports Interactive, but I think this year he will be absolutely brilliant. I can't say it enough. He'll be my first big buy, I think, this year, just to see how he does, because this year I've enjoyed using him so much that he's got to be in my FM21 starter teams. And on to the final WonderKids we have got here, of course. You can tell by the thumbnail, you can tell by just predicting. It's obviously Erling Haaland of Borussia Dortmund here. He is absolutely absurd in real life. Last season for Dortmund, you can't see his stats actually, I don't know why I've done that, but he is just ridiculous. Great physicals, 18 finishing, 15 composure. I think stuff like his work rate and technique and heading will go up this year. I'm not sure his finishing and his pace will go up. I think they're already sort of at his peak unless he gets absolutely ridiculous. But I think this year, passing, technique, work rate, vision, teamwork, stuff like that will go up by 1 or 2 at least. But I think he is absolutely incredible this year. And next year, FM21, he'll be even better. 6'4", 18 pace, 18 finishing striker. There's not much more you want. He's left-footed. He doesn't have a left-footed player. He is looking really good. Obviously had a great season for Dortmund. Having a great season for Dortmund now as well. Overall, I think he's the one to watch. You can buy him for £65 million. I'm not sure if next year he has a new contract. You may not be able to use that release clause. I'm not entirely sure. Have to look up when the game comes out. But he is my number one. The order before wasn't really there for 5, 4 and 3. The top 2 were obviously Davies and Haaland. Haaland's number 1 by a massive, massive margin. 18 years old and 19 years old this year. And overall, I'm looking forward to using him. And got to say, Germany have some good youngsters. Davies and Haaland, just for 2 of them. I'm looking forward to this year in Bundesliga saves, definitely for sure. We could go for a Dortmund save, could go for a Bayern save. Let me know, guys, what save you'd like me to do for the FM beta. It's out in just under 2 months, I think. Let me know what saves you'd like me to do for the beta. And I'll catch you all later. Hope you guys enjoyed the WonderKids predictions. If you did, let me know in the comments. Give me some more WonderKids. I mean, you've got to be under 21 for this. You can't be 21, hence Mbappe. I think Mbappe's 20. So Mbappe will be 21 by the time the game comes out. So hence he can't be in his WonderKid list. But I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll catch you all later.